Hello strangers, my name's Kate, and happy Bisexual Visibility Day! Yay! Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy. Been doing a lot lately and I'm kind of exhausted. But anyway, I wanted to do a video for today. I was trying to find something just like fun and fluffy to do. I don't know if this is gonna be fun and fluffy. I found this game, it's called What's in a Name, and it's by Gaming Pixie. And I'll put the link down in the description. So, without any further ado, what's in a name? After years of questioning, you finally figured out you're bisexual. You once assumed you were a lesbian because you liked girls, then you thought you must be straight because you like boys, but now it's finally dawned on you that you just like both. That's super relatable. Wow, what took me so long? It's my only option. Okay. It seems like such an obvious answer. Why did finding it take so long? Oh well, no sense in dwelling on that. I like that. You're just thrilled that finally this part of you makes sense. You want to tell the world. This is also new to you and you marvel at what you found. It's actually kind of beautiful, knowing that you could potentially find love with either gender. And now that you finally know who you are, it's time to find your place in the LGBT community. Time to find your place in the place that you know is yours. You visit a lesbian forum. I mean, I would find a bisexual one. I wish that was an option. Okay, now we're getting multiple things. Everyone is so nice and friendly after you get there, so eager to embrace you as a new sister. You never really fit in with most people because you tend to keep to yourself. It's wonderful, just wonderful having such a great place. Having such a great place to belong. This thread looks interesting, or no, this one instead. I'm gonna go with no, this one instead. I guess. This one instead. It's a thread about straight guys who fetishize lesbians. Lots of stuff about how men expect women to make out for their entertainment or believe lesbians only exist to fulfill their threesome fantasies. You're definitely feeling this since it annoys you too. Then you reach post number 28. What's post number 28? It sounds so ominous, the way it's written. Oh, I know, I wish they'd leave us alone, it says. That's what bi girls are for. Okay, that one stung a little bit. Yeah, that's what bi girls are for? No woman, no girl is for that. Like, fuck off with that bullshit. I have actually seen people say shit like that. Like, no, bi girls are not your dumping ground for shitty men. We all have to deal with them. Instead of tearing each other down and pushing each other towards them, we should all be protecting each other. I guess this video might get a little political. Oh well, read another thread. Hey, it's a thread about porn. Neat! You reply to this one and admit you have a stash. A new forum friend enthuses to you. Isn't it great being a lesbian? You tell her just as cheerfully that you're bisexual, and yeah, that's pretty great too. And then you can almost feel the awkward silence preceding her answer. Oh, I didn't know you were bi. You do feel the chill when she ignores you from then on. Awkward. Maybe you just found the wrong threads. There has to be more to it. Since you're a glutton for punishment, you read yet another discussion. That's also super relatable to me, TBH. The next thread is worst one yet. Some here claim bisexuals don't even exist. They say so-called bisexuals are lying or in denial, that they're either closeted lesbians who want to claim het privilege, straight girls who are only acting out for male attention, or experimenters simply waiting for a man. In other words, bi women's feelings aren't real and neither is their orientation. Then it degenerates even further. Bi women are apparently disease-ridden sluts who not only break women's hearts but give innocent lesbians AIDS. You thought you had found a place to call home, but it's obvious you're not welcome. The elation of self-acceptance you felt seems like a cruel irony now. You know you're none of those terrible things, and you want to be part of this community so badly. Maybe Maybe you're not bisexual. Maybe you made a mistake. I have thoughts about that, but let's continue. You start bargaining with yourself. You did think you were a lesbian when you were younger, right? And although you usually have more sexual feelings for men, you usually have more romantic feelings towards women. And the romantic emotional part is all that matters, right? Right? Feeling a glimmer of hope, you pose a question. Nervous but hopeful, you type out the words, the feelings that I have towards men are generally more physical, but I generally have more of an attachment, more of an emotional attraction to women. So, is it okay? The title you gave the thread, is it okay to call myself a lesbian? Answers come. Of course you can, come the giddy replies. A few others say that they feel the same way and see themselves as lesbians, so naturally it's fine for you too. Even the one who turned cold on you is back to join the virtual love fest. Also, you dig further into the forum. Some of these women admit to sleeping with men on occasion, but as long as they call themselves lesbians and always return to women, they can retain their community standing even with those occasional slip-ups. You're a lesbian now! Congratulations! I'm going to refrain from commenting until I see where this is going. Everyone adores you now that you've chosen an acceptable label, and it's not like your feelings for men really matter anyway. That new closet looks pretty spacious. Oh. Hooray! You found a place to belong, and all you have to do is pretend a part of you no longer exists. The end? Question mark? That's it? That's it? That's it? Alright. That wasn't really much of a game, but... Like, here's the thing. Even if you're more attracted to one or the other, or anything, whatever, like... If you're attracted to both men and women, then you're bisexual. Whether you use the label or not. And like, I mean, the name of this game, it's not really a game, is what's in a name. So like, what is in a name? If you call yourself a lesbian, but you're attracted to men, if you're still like sleeping with men, still like wanting to sleep with men, like genuinely feeling attracted to men, like, the label means nothing. I feel like. I don't know. Like, personally, I don't see myself having long-term relationships with men, like, ever again. And I mean, you know, the future is whatever, and I might have a different opinion in 5, 10, 20 years. I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller, but at this point, I don't really plan to, but that doesn't make me a lesbian. That makes me a bisexual who wants to be with women and doesn't care so much about my attraction to men, but like, it's still there, and I don't know, I feel like trying to hide that is just lying to yourself, and it's lying to other people, and I mean, this person, there's plenty of online spaces that are for bisexual, so she could have found one of those. So I guess my advice is especially if you are newly figuring out that you're bisexual, you should be seeking out other bisexual people to talk to, not lesbians or gay men. Even though we have a lot of similar experiences, obviously it's not all the same. And I feel like you'll have a better sense of community if you're around people who share a label with you. Even though ultimately the label is not what matters, it's about you as an individual, it's helpful to be around people who use the same language as you do. If to find a community, you should surround yourself with other people who use that same language, but like the people who don't can like be over here in their own thing, and you can do your own thing, and it's fine. Like, you don't all have to agree, and you don't all have to be using the same language, but if you want a community, you should find other people who use the same words that you do and use the same language to describe their experiences. Because, like, sure, you can learn from other people, you can learn, and you should learn about other people's perspective and experiences because you might learn something new about yourself. But, like, when you're first figuring out yourself, you should be seeking out other people who feel the same way. Like, don't stay in that echo chamber, but at least initially, it's helpful. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling at this point. I thought this was, like, more of a game and not this, like, I don't know, this thing.